Today, I'm taking you to one of the most famous streets in the world, Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. I'm going to draw this legendary street using just one vanishing point. Step by step, we'll go from simple lines to a true architectural masterpiece. And the final result will blow your mind. Don't blink! Here, I'm drawing the horizon line. This sets the eye level. And right in the middle, I'm placing the vanishing point. Now, as we move on to the street drawing, we'll start with the general layout and then slowly move into the details. First, I use the vanishing lines to define the placement of the buildings and the roads. I keep my pencil light and sketch plenty of loose lines to explore where the buildings will go. One-point perspective is one of the most powerful tools in drawing. You can use it for streets, building facades, hallways, or even interiors, anywhere you want to create depth and realism. In this lesson, you'll not only learn the step-by-step process, but you'll also gain the ability to sketch any place you see in real life directly onto paper. As you watch, you'll see a photo of Rodeo Drive in the corner of the video, while I draw it live. This way, you can compare the real scene with the drawing, and learn how to transform what you see into perspective art. I'm sketching the general outlines of the streetlight poles in the center median. Watch closely how all the lines slowly start to come together, and behind the pole you can see the palm trees appearing. Now that we've established all the main outlines in the drawing, it's time to move on to the details. Here, I'm starting to bring out the character of the buildings, making each one stand out. As we continue with the drawing, let me share a few important notes about sketching buildings. Always pay attention to the vanishing point. Every horizontal line should guide your perspective. Keep your pencil strokes light at first. This gives you freedom to adjust before committing to darker lines. Focus on the proportions. Notice how windows, doors, and floors align with each other. And most importantly, don't rush the details. Build them step by step, just like constructing a real building. I finished the buildings in this section. Now let's add the trees and keep going. For the palm trees, I sketched the tall, thin trunks first, then lightly shape the leaves spreading out at the top. Palm trees are a great way to add rhythm and atmosphere to the street scene, making it instantly feel like Beverly Hills. Now I'm adding character to the building on the opposite side of the street, and I'm completing the same steps here as well. I've completed my basic sketch, and now I can use my 0.3 Rapidograph pen to refine and finalize the lines. After refining the lines with the Rapidograph pen, the next step will be adding texture. These stages are important because they bring clarity and depth to the drawing. First, clean and sharp lines help define the structure. Then, texture adds life. It makes the buildings, trees, and street feel real, not just flat shapes on paper. Once I've completed the overall outlines of the drawing, I erase the remaining sketch lines underneath. Now, I'm moving on to the texture stage. As I add texture, I'm using hatching and cross-hatching techniques. By practicing along with me, you'll find it very easy to learn and apply these techniques yourself. When working on textures, there are a few key things to keep in mind. Light and shadow. Think about where the light is coming from. Use denser hatching in shadow areas and lighter strokes where the light hits. Consistency. Keep your lines consistent in direction and spacing to create a believable surface. Form and volume. Follow the shape of the object. Curves, edges, and angles should guide your strokes. Variety. Mix hatching and cross-hatching to add depth and richness, but avoid overdoing it. Patience. Texture takes time. Build it gradually for a realistic effect. Watch how I create the palm tree leaves in a simple way. First, I sketch the leaf lines using linear strokes, establishing the basic shapes clearly. Once all the leaves are defined, I apply hatching on top to add texture and depth. In this lesson, we learned how to draw Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles, and now you can apply these skills to other street drawings as well. Thank you for watching. Your support really motivates us. See you in the next lesson, and goodbye.